You know, there's another thing that I think we misuse prayer sometimes. We use prayer. Like I remember when we first got married, it says change her, and she would pray to change me.
Yeah,
You know, but it's the Lord that changes and transforms us when we surrender. You know, when we
that's
decide
right.
that okay, we're ready to leave that life and you know and be connected. You know, so we should pray that we come to His feet and not to change. You know, because the Lord will
Yeah,
hey
and not
some of your
necessarily,
waters.
and somebody that they may not be married or having a relationship problem with their boss or a friend or a family member. I think that that's a good point because there's a lot of people they miss it when they pray, and they
Mm-hmm,
pray for God to change their situation.
mm-hmm.
But that's exactly what it is. God is trying to change us. He's trying to change you, the listener. Um, First and foremost, that's very valid right there.
Yeah,
And do you think that's hard for people to accept?
I think it is. I think it's hard for people to accept that there's something wrong with them. And,
Yeah,
you know, because when we walk in the flesh and you read, you know, I believe it's Galatians, but chapter 5, but you know, when you read that, how horrible we are. If you look at the past of who we were, but then guess what? When you walk in the spirit and the transformation that the Lord does, uh, that's that's proof itself right there that there is a God that we serve that changes a person so much, their mind, the way they speak, the way they behave, and the way they do things now. Now, the thing is this: I think some of the viewers don't want to change. They don't want to let go. You
yeah.
know,
And
and
I think you
uh,
hit it on the nail by the way you kind of broke down the way God transforms a person. I think, yeah, people, they don't want that. They want relief.
mhm.
They want relief from their situation and their problem or whatever's uncomfortable, but they don't want the the
'Cause
glory of God, the transformation, the hand of God to touch their life.